we go.
For me.
Sparks, mate, here we go. It's gonna get rowdy for 100. Forrest, Miller, let's get after it. What a good start. Forrest gets in nice and early. 42 cars as we go in. 4 wide. Back in the pack. They need to get in the groove, get settled. But it's Forrest, Miller, Brendan Miller, mind you, Damien Miller, Scott. First lap, not far off in the book, still nice and timid. Thus far, Miller's moved up. Look at Scott, look to the bottom. Long race, 1 lap in the books.
One's gone out the back gate,
nice
boys.
and fast. So Forrest leads the way. The 2 Miller boys going toe to toe. Daniel Scott, Benici O'Brien, look at Locke. Barrows is in there, Ramsdale, Donners, Fallon, Lincoln, the 2 Lincolns, Jordo in the bright orange machine. Nelson's moving forward. Look at Matty Nelson. He's coming forward as well.
Oh, car park to your right.
Oh, massive pile up in pit exit that he's going to bring on the yellow. I would imagine there is a 5-car pile and we're still green. We are not stopping. Yes, we are stopping. Took a little bit. They just let them try and sort themselves out. But man, that was a good start.
Hey boys, Warwick Taylor at the back gate, lap 1.
Oh, Taylor gone. Wonder if he'll pop back out or is the engine
They may have had it coming together and they may have taken each other out of the race.
Yes, it happens.
Well, history.
Lap traffic is going to play a part very early, boys.
Yes, it is, but we're back underway. Darren Forrest, Brendan Miller, look at the 3 wide. Dylan Barrow went for the Hail Mary. He wants to move some spots quick. Benici's right up in there. We're neck and neck through the turn. 2 and 3 abreast in the hairpin. Coming into the pit exit. Forrest, Miller, Damo Miller in 3. Scott, Benici, look at Barrow. That EA is super quick. Got it turned on. Locks right there. We get through some corners. Forrest has pulled a little bit of a gap. 94 laps to run now, Bardo. It is going to get hairy later on. But look at the Miller boys and Scott. Very bumper to bumper at the moment. What do you reckon? How are we looking here, Bardo?
Your microphone's not working, mate. Still racing, the action is right at the front. Darren Forrest is flying, boys. Action is red hot, boys. Darren Forrest has laid down a 30.825. He's on lap record pace in the middle of the race. Fell as over and out. Pulls to the infield. There will be no more for him tonight. Race is done. Lap traffic is going to play a massive part in this. Forrest now up onto the back of the Texas pig. The infield pig, sorry it is. Rolls on by. Miller fair and square on his tail and going nowhere. The Tirana is holding up the traffic. Damo and Brendan Miller are both having a red-hot crack at the moment. It is as tight can be.
You are spot on, Ramon. There is just nothing but absolute chaos in front of these lead cars. The lap cars really holding them back a little bit. Darren seems to have himself a little bit of clear air out the front. Brendan still remaining in tow though. If we keep a close eye on that battle, Brendan is not letting Darren get away. He wants to stay within chasing distance. Just a little bit, give himself a little bit of a gap just in case something was to happen with Darren. But if we look a little bit further back, Dylan Barrows peppering at the back bumper of Daniel Scott. He is trying every which way to get around the 91 AMCA. Lenny Benici still in tow, the 4-time champion. Will not let go of this one. He is fighting every single ability in his book to try and make a move against Dylan Barrow as he shoots down the inside into the dogleg course. and just can't get the pass done. But Dylan Barrow still peppering at that bumper of Scott. Massive flame shoots out of Lenny Bonici's side. But it's all Darren Forrest still as he puts a lap down on Wally Beatty. Ramon?
Jordo is stuck on the top side in the dog leg. It is action aplenty. We've lost one. Mool has just poured a whole stack of smoke out. It's got an oil breathing issue by the look of it, boys. Up into turn one.
Another one gone. Claridge is out as well by the looks of it. Here comes Dylan Burrows on the inside of Damien Miller as they come into turn one. Little bump and run there. Couldn't do anything. Move back in the back. Look at Scott. Ramsdale lock. Scott has a bit of an issue by look and he's sort of slowed tiny bit there, but maybe not. He's back into it. So Ramsdale and Scott in the hairpin. The Starlet. Robinson's put it up near the fence. I think he's broke the steering in the little Starlet. That may bring out another caution, Bardos. It's not going anywhere. But at the minute we stay green and we are sectional yellows at the minute. So we're still green, 80 laps down. Forrest leads the way. Brendan Miller, Damien Miller, Burrows. Still yellow on the turn 3 part of the track. And we're full course yellow this time.
I think the flame has gone officially out on the number 36. He has done a serious amount of damage to the right front of that Toyota Starlet. I might go and take a closer look, but I think after a bit of contact with the wall...
Brendan Miller this time. So, Damo up in the second, defending 100 lap of
one around the dog leg, gumboot's gone.
Big problem over the backside.
Someone in the fence too.
Beach, that's Lee Beach in the fence. Bit of smoke and mirrors happening over there. Sectional yellow. He's going to try and roll it around, get it off the track. Change for the lead. The defending champ, Damien Miller, hits the front. Forrest in second now. Brendan Miller, look at Burrows. Whoa, out of the pit exit corner. Damo got the launch. We have sectional yellow at the minute. Pace cars on the track. Not sure what's everyone's sort of slowing. They may need to go yellow. No, we're staying green. Not sure what happened there.
Got massive smoke coming out of the Tony Mool car. There's a lot of smoke coming out of the back of that V6 powered late model right now.
One got sent out of here. The 189 gone. But we're back to the front. Lap traffic, absolute chaos now. This is where you're going to be real careful. Miller still holding strong at the front, but Forrest not letting him go. Brad Warren up and about. Moved up a couple more. So, Forrest looking the goods. Right behind Miller. What's he got for him? Not too sure. What can you see from the top, Ramon? But where did Lenny Bonici come from? I wasn't even watching where he was, and just out of nowhere, he's in third. Miller and Forrest. What has Forrest got? He's the only one that can challenge him. Gives him the hot. No! Massive crash! Oh my goodness! Whoa-wee! That is big.
Dylan Barrow over and out. Lots and lots of damage to the right front corner.
Oh, no.
The whole right front has completely collapsed on the number 18. He went in there very hard.
We're away again. The lap traffic is going to be an issue. Miller locks down. Forrest hot on his heels. Warwick Taylor in the way once again, as well as the Claridge car. O'Brien puts a move on the Claridge car. Goes to the top side of Miller now. He's going to try and sneak through without anybody even knowing he's there. That will put him well and truly in the contention of this race.
Big change about to happen.
Here it comes. Miller to the top side, and Forrest rolls on by. Takes the lead back. O'Brien sneaking around there in the 54, trying to stay out of trouble. Also Fallon now. The big orange machine of Jordan.
Service and Scott. Scott won't be able to move. That car will not fire.
No.
Service was up to 6th. I don't know. We're gone, Yellow. Knew that was coming. That car will not fire. Not a chance. He's obviously got a battery issue in the Scott car. We're just saying, the luck on the guy. Just can't catch a break.
Cannot catch a break. The man has always been fast, especially through the top leg. Doesn't matter what you do. He's been racing sprint cars for years, and he always seems to come back to this event. Forrest is going to lead him away as he takes off and shoots into turn number 1 as Ramsdale puts the move on to Warwick Taylor, but it's all Darren Forrest at the moment right at the front as we go a little bit further back and look at Damien Miller as they're 3 wide into the dog leg, if you don't mind. But Damien Miller and O'Brien still battling for that 2nd place. It is anyone's guess who is going to take that one.
They are having a fair crack, don't worry. The Ramsdale car it's going to be a cork in the bottle for lap traffic because he's down in 7th position, which puts him a lap back. So 2 lap cars between 1st and 2nd now. O'Brien still sits in 3rd. Then you've got Smith and Miller. They're in their correct positions, but a long way from the front still with lap traffic between them. It's going to be a cracking battle for him to get through. 41 laps to go. The race is still anybody's. Will the big super of Darren Forrest have the attrition to hold on?
Getting very tricky because look at these 2, Ramsdale and Taylor. They're trying to unlap themselves and they're not letting Forrest get out of their sights. They were even pushing him through the hairpin corner at one stage. So the battle is not over. He could get caught up in anyone's mess, but the good battle with Miller and O'Brien. Locke, he's trying to get some laps back. He needs to unlap himself. He's a fair few down. But Darren Forrest, so far, so good. He's flawless at the moment. He's got that left front on the ground now. So that car is nice and settled. Seems to turn a lot better as he comes through the hairpin.
Just to save their cars a little bit as we watch Brendan drive into turn 1. He just drives it in softly and a little bit safely. And a little bit further back from Brendan is also Dale Smith, who's on the lead lap. And then further back again, we go back to Luke Fallon and Nathan O'Brien. All the last cars on the lead lap.
Yes, all going on. This is where it gets interesting for Forrest. It's not about passing, he's got to pass him cleanly, not get caught up in their little battles that they've got going on to try and take him out. But the number 4 looks like he's got a bit of smoke going on. Forrest looks to the bottom in turn number 1. Lap car's gonna play chaos right now because there is an angry pack of about 12 as he goes through the hairpin, puts one down, tries the exit. Lincoln, I think it's Webster, and Fowler the next 2. Miller has a big push, starting to dust off through the middle on the hairpin corner now. It's the first bit of dust we've probably seen the whole weekend. But look at the smoke barrel for the 4. Forrest has picked off Webster, but look at Ramsdale and Taylor. They're still right there with him. They will pass him if they get the opportunity to.
I'm starting to see a little bit of a flame build up out of the right rear of that number 4 car. I think it might be a brake fire actually. If we take a close look, that car is just showing a little bit of flames coming out of the back of that number 4.
I reckon it's leaking gear oil onto a hot rotor, mate.
Yes, you can see that. And look at this. I told you that Ramsdale, he's a lap down, but he's now back on the lead.
Broken axle, boys, it's gone. The 4 car, the right rear has collapsed completely.
Oh, yes. Oh, left rear.
And the left rear as well. The left rear has completely collapsed on that car.
Yeah, no.
So's the right-hand side.
I think the diff's actually broken out of it in the middle.
Yep.
There's going to be no pushing it. Oh, you can try push it. See how he goes, but we're still green. Sectional yellows, this is what they do here. You can go yellow in a certain part of the track. You've got to slow it down, back it down just a tiny bit. They're going to just push him straight off. The diff is absolutely hanging out of it. But Darren Forrest, he's still picking them off. One by one. Wally Beatty up to P11.
This is exactly what Darren Forrest doesn't want to see. Cars side by side right in front of him through the hardest part of this racetrack. He is trying everything just to navigate his way through those cars so he doesn't have to be held up and then let Damien Miller catch back up again.
Yeah, Miller's a fair way back at the moment, but anything can happen. Miller, O'Brien, Smith, Frank Ramsdale. So Frank Ramsdale is in P5 and he's right there, just in front of the leader. That's how quick.
Hey boys, Wally Beatty and Gumboot have come together.
Oh, down the corner. Beatty kept it rolling. Gumboot flicks it around. He's going to keep going. Forrest just can't get past Ramsdale. You wouldn't believe it. That's 5th place that he's trying to overlap. That's how fast he is at the moment. 22 laps to run now, Barto.
Wally Beatty into the top 10, boys.
Top 10.
Top 10 for the Texas
Oh,
kid.
nearly dies. Nearly spun it, did Forrest just then.
I think Darren is getting a little bit bothered by the car
Yes.
that's just as fast as him coming out of the corners, but Darren just seems to be the better driver, just struggling to get by the Ramsdale car that's a lap down.
Needs to be careful. You don't want to spin a lap car because you will go to the rear.
He's been there before. I don't think he wants to do it again.
Looks to the bottom. Ramsdale rolls around the top still. Gumboot might block him in. No. Sneaks to the bottom. Oh my goodness. He's playing with fire.
3 abreast into the dogleg if you don't mind.
He's up. Oh no!
Oh, no!
Oh, the leader has spun Frank Ramsdale around. We called it. We said it. He hasn't got rolling. Sectional yellow. We're still green. Damien Miller. We're full course yellow now.
I just quick look at the Darren Forrest car. There's no tyre down on the left-hand side. I'm not sure about the right-hand side down now yet, but that was
Can
very...
you believe it?
Wow.
I literally was talking about it and said he needs to relax. If he spins that lap car, he is going to the back.
It's going to be...
Oh no.
It is going to be a real challenge for Darren now.
This is going to be hectic because we know there's no rules about racing to get your laps back.
Going to possibly pull up beside Damien Miller. The lights are flashing. The flag is in the air.
They're going to let him go. I'm not sure what's happening.
And now we are green.
Okay, well, I'm not sure what has actually gone on.
Oh, boys, that was deemed a racing incident.
Okay, I'm not going to comment.
Me either.
We've all seen it, but we're going to race away. 16 to go. Miller leads the way. Forrest is quick, so Miller's just going to try and hold him up, hold his line, put the car, make it nice and wide. Forrest will probably learn from that mistake and just bide his time now. So Miller and Forrest. O'Brien, Smith, Nathan O'Brien in 5th, Lukey Fallon, Frankie Ramsdale in 7th. It is going to be hot, mate. We got 15 to run.
Well, I think this is exactly what we wanted. The 2 leaders up the front of this track with a clear track in front of them. They don't have to battle through lap traffic. They don't spread apart. And Darren Forrest has jumped back in front of Damien Miller. But Damien Miller is not done yet, and he's not going to die wondering as they race down the front straight once again. 14 laps left to run as Darren Forrest is back in front of the 100-lapper.
Oh, mate.
Fallon's gone, boys. Fallon's gone.
Fallon smoking a lot at the moment. But the man that's impressing, Wally Beatty, up to 11th, rolling around still at the moment nicely in the Commodore. But Forrest leading the way. Damien Miller.
It's Beatty, mate. It's Wally Beatty.
Wally Beatty. OUT done, 100 lapper finish, 10 to run.
10 to go. Darren Forrest has now got himself a nice buffer between himself and Damien Miller right now, whereas Damien Miller just seems to be struggling to get the power out as he comes into the dogleg, and he bounces and hops and skips as jumps into the hairpin. Shane O'Brien following in tow, as well as Brendan Miller as they race out of the dogleg once again.
Braden Webb's on a bit of a charge too, boys, up to position 10.
Yes, they're rolling around beautifully. Bit of smoke from the foul machine. But,
Whoa! We're going to fire, boys!
oh,
Big fire!
as I said it, the foul car decided to expire. Going to be on. Back further, Miller's gone. He's not wasting any time. Bushel went nowhere. So, Darren Forrest just got to negotiate a few more laps. Keep it tidy. Miller and O'Brien neck and neck. Right behind Taylor. Taylor is a lap car, but he can keep on rolling. So Miller and O'Brien, oh, Miller a little bit sideways. Brendan Miller buys into the action. He wants a piece of it. He is technically a lap down, but he can keep on racing. So it's Darren Forrest, Damien Miller, Shane O'Brien get top three. O'Brien looks to the outside of Brendan Miller. Into the turn they go. He's on the good side, but Miller's got the horsepower to pull it out. Good battle back further too. About a gaggle of 10 cars. Mate, Forrest is running away with this one now, but
It's all Darren Forrest up the front right now. If we look a little bit further back though, it's on for the Miners. Damien Miller, Brendan Miller a lap down, but Shane O'Brien not letting this go away. He's hunting him down, and Dale Smith still keeping in touch with them too.
Wally Beatty up to 9th.
8th on the timing screen. 8th position.
Is
for
now,
Wally.
yes.
Wow, he's up there, 42nd. He come from. He's the hard charger by far.
That is a monster charge.
Oh,
what
wow.
a drive.
Yes, 2 laps to run.
Darren Nelson facing the wrong way in 3 and 4, just got going.
Nelson had a lose, kept it rolling on. Not many laps to go now, 2 to be precise. He'll come past to grab the white flag, I would assume this time, but the battle still goes for second. The Miller boys and O'Brien, line astern. 1 lap to go for Darren Forrest. And the 100 lap of Derby thanks to Foodworks. But Damo Miller, the defending champ, in second. O'Brien, what's he got?
Who can take it away from this man? Darren Forrest running his way through the dogleg one final time and out onto the main raceway. Down the back chute, races into turn 3 and 4. One final time, and ladies and gentlemen, your 100 lap Derby winner is Darren Forrest. Meanwhile, second place, Brendan Miller is going to run across the line to take second. Shane O'Brien in third, Dale Smith in fourth. Finishing up and rounding out the top 5 is Nathan O'Brien. Wow. Marcus
Backwards in the dogleg, boys. Chance that he's going to do a roof dance in his Texan undies. Don't laugh. I've heard on the grapevine, boys.
Wow, what a special
Car's
moment.
trying to roll away on him. That's it, hold the car. He's got to get on he's got to do a roof dance.
That is so cool.
He's trying to get up there. He's worried about creasing the roof. Don't worry about it. Round of applause for Darren Forrest. Your Foodworks 100 lap of Derby winner here. What a drive. We'll try and jump straight in while he's hyped up. Mate, you said you've been chasing this one for a long time. Mate, I was watching, there was some lap traffic playing a havoc, and you were just trying to get through. There was lap cars racing you. Mate, you got it done in the end.
Oh, mate, I'm so stoked to be here. All my friends and family, there's so many people I know here, and it's just so important to me winning this race. First time my dad hasn't commentated and actually come and watched me. That's why I won, I think. So we need to keep him coming up here watching. But it's just amazing. Yeah, I don't know what to say.